to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, then up, then down, then up, then down, to the left, to the right,
But I'm
to the
messing up.
left.
What?
Oh, dude, you messed it up.
I know. Yes, that was. It ended up being a mistake at first, but I was like, I'm just gonna go with it.
Oh, my goodness. And, there's my nephew hugging me in the background. Hello.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts, Blitzball Champ, and on the line via Skype is Hollywood Cinema. Say what's up.
it's perfect 10.
Perfect 10, a little Ty Dillinger reference, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I miss
Poor
him.
Ty. I mean, he was on TV.
Nah, I miss him and his winning ways.
Oh well, yeah. It's been a while since that was a thing.
Yeah. As you can see, I am rocking my AJ Styles. This is the house that AJ Styles built shirt.
I got some shirts coming in myself. Yay! 40% off sale.
Yeah, WWE.com's been having some sales lately.
They're trying to get rid of stuff. I got Beautiful Nightmare, a Uso down since day one-ish shirt. She quite enjoys it. And then I got a Braun Strowman shirt.
Very nice, very nice.
Sale. Got it for $14. No, $16. Holler.
Is that the one that says get these hands?
It actually is not. It's his newest one. They use artwork from the WWE comic book that I like so much. It is just him screaming. I'm quite a fan of that comic. That artwork is way too good for that. Like I didn't expect the artwork on that book to be that good.
Oh, okay. Very nice, very nice.
Very, very good.
I also want to make a note that finally, even though it's still preseason, NFL football has begun.
True.
So, go Panthers.
Go Panthers.
But it was good to see them pick up a win the other night.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, dude, I'm very excited for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be hitting hard on all the competitors for the Mae Young Classic. We know all 32.
All of them. I know even more. What?
And then we're going to also get deep into the current standings for the G1 Climax tournament.
The G1. G1 Supercard sold out.
Yeah,
already?
I heard about that. It's sold out already?
Vince is apparently, the rumor is he's going to be very mad. Because they've sold more tickets than WWE has in at least 3 years and sold it out, which they haven't done in 8 years or something like that.
That's crazy, because wasn't today like opening for to the public day, and like 2 days ago was for Honor Club members?
Yeah, Honor Club, apparently they'd already gotten to to the most, and then once it opened to the public, it sold out.
Goodness gracious! All in 3 days.
Mm-hmm. 3 days, it's sold out.
Wow, dude, that's a record there. This G1 Supercard. Wow,
yeah,
and the show isn't even until April of next year.
Well, no, yeah, the only people they've announced is Naito and like a couple other people, because Cody and the Young Bucks and Omega aren't contracted to be there. It's because they won't be under contract at the time, so they'll have to resign. They'll have to resign by them. So
wow,
they can only really announce like Naito and think Tanahashi.
Dang, I guess no kidding why it sold out so quick.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen, so it's just like, well, we got to do it now because once they sold out all in, that set the stage for the idea where it's just like, well, if I don't get tickets now,
yeah,
I won't get tickets. So that kind of breeds the new mentality where it's like, okay, you got to jump on those tickets as soon as possible, because it's just they're not going to be around for long. People are going to buy them up.
And then again, it is Madison Square Garden as well. That's it's a huge venue. That's a very iconic venue.
Yes, it is. New York loves some wrestling.
It makes me wonder how much front row tickets would have
I
been.
mean, they had to be a good price for sure. Oh, and I just found out that All In, the first hour is the pre-show, quote unquote, is going to be on WGN. So
Quarter early.
Really?
So you'll be done soon. Just started.
yeah, So it's going to be a WGN the first hour. I think they got like a couple tag matches announced, but it's got like SoCal Uncensored is going to be in a match, and then and then they both have single, Kazarian and Daniels have singles matches later on in the night as well. So
wow, okay.
yeah. So I'm going to try to if I remember, when it gets close to the date, it'll remind me. But I'm going to try to watch at least that.
Now G1 Supercard, that's on the same weekend as WrestleMania.
That's a good question. I don't even remember. Let me check, because I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't remember. Oh, well, never.
Actually,
news to talk about as well.
So it's April 6th, 2019.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it'll be no, because I feel like it's usually WrestleMania usually around the 24th, the end of April now.
Oh, okay.
It used to be at the beginning of April, and then now it started. I think it's.
That's what I thought. I always thought it was.
Well, I know it used to be, and then they started messing around with it being later on in May. Let me see. WrestleMania 2019. Let's just say dates. What's the date? Because I know they already got a date. It is going to be. Okay, it's going to be in New York, April 7th. The day after.
So it's the day. Wow.
Yeah.
WrestleMania is the day after G1 Supercard.
Jesus.
Wow. I would not want to be in New York
that means that
weekend.
the takeover is going to be that same day then, because takeover is always on that Saturday.
Takeover.
Or is it be on Friday? Whatever, because it'll be at MetLife, so more than likely it'll be close if not there.
Wow.
Because they always have takeover the weekend of WrestleMania.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
that's going to be like the super weekend for pro wrestling.
And usually WrestleMania time is big for shows, but not G1 Supercard.
Yeah, this is like totally.
And also consider the fact that I always think of G1 being around this time of year.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't really. I don't know. That's weird.
But this is huge. This is definitely huge for New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor. So, well, if anybody had any chance of getting tickets for this, not gonna happen because they sold out within only a few days.
Yeah, you done, son.
It was open for Honor Club members August 8th, and then general public today, the 10th. So and they're sold out. So
yeah, it's done. It's a wrap.
So y'all can forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, like even on the website on how to order, like it's still like no details or anything like that. There's not even a way to like even. Oh, okay. There's a way to try to purchase, but
yeah, it's already. Yeah, they issued a statement about it being sold out, and that statement was sent today.
Oh my goodness. Like ringside seating, like for example, ringside seating platinum, $600.
Good Lord. Dang.
$600. And what's funny is platinum. This says platinum tickets are not part of VIP packages. It's just the ticket only.
Yeah. That's friggin' crazy.
Like. Whew, okay. Anyway.
Wow.
All right. Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
All 32 ladies have been announced. They are gearing up for the big tournament, which will air on the WWE Network September 5th, which is a Wednesday.
That tracks with like they did. Well, no, I feel like last time they started on like on Monday.
I thought it started on a Monday as well.
Yeah, it started at the beginning of the week, and then it just watched it all week.
And then they will show the tournament up to the semifinals, and then the two finalists will duke it out at WWE Evolution in October,
which will be very interesting. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, and hopefully there'll be some sort of incentive revealed between now and the start of the tournament on what the winner gets.
But you know what'll be weird though? If it's another NXT situation, which is kind of going to have to be, it's going to feel a little pale in comparison to the main titles. It's just going to be further representation of it being like a lesser thing.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Okay, well, this tournament, and they was like, well, you know what? The best thing you can get is the championship. Well, if you use Kairi Sane as the example, a opportunity at a championship match against three other girls that did the exact same thing you would have done if you had just been wrestling instead of having to do it all in a tournament. But whatever. Logic is not something that needs to make sense, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I hate that so much. It's so stupid.
But you reminded us that, yes, Kairi Sane was the first winner of the first tournament.
Had to fight three other girls that just wrestled.
Yeah.
Regularly, man. Like, this just doesn't make any sense to me.
She didn't even get a one-on-one title shot.
No, she got an opportunity at an opportunity. Yeah. Which is, what was the point? You could have just wrestled. If you had just, like, been on if she had just wrestled matches on NXT, she would have got a championship match easier.
Yeah, that's true. So, hopefully they will fix that for, the outcome of this tournament. That, the winner should get a one-on-one title shot.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go into detail each of these competitors. We got 32 to go through, so let's go ahead and get started. Mm-hmm. So, first up, we have the virtuosa, the Fujiwara armbar specialist, Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah.
Now, Deonna Purrazzo. So, I'm gonna tell you this. I've followed Deonna Purrazzo ever since her time in Ring of Honor with Women of Honor.
We're always mentioning her.
What's that?
You do mention her quite a bit.
Yeah. Submission specialist. Has some strong style as well. Great wrestler. From the school of Team Adams, Damian Adams, that is. But yeah, I know that she has had a short stint with NXT back before she got fully signed, Impact Wrestling for a bit, and of course Ring of Honor. So honestly, I don't know how far she'll go. But I could see her winning 1 to 2 matches.
Should be interesting. I'm interested to see what she does on this big stage.
Yeah, and not only that, she was one of the first few that cut a backstage promo, with her being signed and everything, and with a big smile on her face, talking about how she's looking forward to breaking some arms. So,
nice.
I think just with that in itself, I think is enough to warrant. She'll probably get 1 or 2 wins. But yeah. What do you think? Anything more on her, or just kind of waiting to see?
I'm more waiting to see. I mean, technically, I did ruin things for myself, but I'm waiting to see because I've seen her matches on ROH, but I'm just intrigued to see what she does and who she's paired up against, and kind of what she brings to the table as far as WWE style goes.
Right on. Alrighty, next up we have Ariel Monroe. I don't really know much about her, but I happened to learn that she was trained by Cedric Alexander. So
Oh yeah.
when she did her intro, she definitely kind of showed sort of the same, I guess, gimmick action that Cedric Alexander would kind of do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how what it reminded me of. So I could definitely see what they're saying. I don't know anything about her, but the fact that she was trained by Cedric Alexander does intrigue me.
Yeah, I haven't seen her really do anything but inside because I'm not too familiar with it, other than knowing about the Cedric Alexander part.
Yeah, and and it's interesting too because Cedric Alexander, he's still in his 20s. So I mean,
Yeah, he's been wrestling for a while.
yeah, that much is true. But yeah, like I would love to see what kind of style Ariel Monroe brings, and just you know see how she does.
Yeah, I'm down. Can't wait to watch these matches.
Next up, from England, Jenny, who apparently I heard is not only famous model, but also apparently can be a little dangerous in the ring.
Oh yeah.
So
My first thought was interesting. She looks like she's gonna get thrown around the ring a bunch.
yeah,
She's a little thing.
and she's kind of tall. She looks like she's kind of tall as well.
Although wasn't her on this week's NXT, was it? With the base? No, it wasn't her. The baseball
No.
cap. She looked a lot like her. When I saw her, I was like, "That the same girl?" But her whole gimmick was different.
But I haven't really seen much of her, so I don't know what to think. So we'll see. She kind of had a cold demeanor,
Yeah, seemed detached.
but who knows? She might end up winning a match or two.
We shall see.
I mean, I'm not sold on her yet, but apparently, the info on her does seem like she can hold her own. All right. Next up, got the Queen of Strong Style, Rachel Evers. Now, of course, she was in the first Mae Young Classic. She made it to the second round after she defeated, what was it, Marty Bell? Yeah, Marty Bell. And she ended up losing in the second round to Abby Leif.
Oh yes.
And of course, those of y'all that don't know who that is specifically, that's actually Rachel Ellering, Hall of Famer's WWE Hall of Famer Paul Ellering's daughter. From St. Paul, Minnesota. She's a huge Minnesota Vikings fan. She actually has some of her ring attire representing the colors of the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes.
I just recently met her at Raleigh Supercon and got to see her wrestle on both Friday and Saturday night with the Queens of Combat. It was really awesome getting a chance to know her. But she's been doing a lot of work through NXT and through the first Mae Young Classic, also through the indie circuit, and also has been doing a lot of work lately with Stardom in Japan. So
Stardom.
So she's had some great matches apparently with Io Shirai, Toni Storm when she was there, Mayu Iwatani, Jungle Kiona, apparently she's been making a big splash in Stardom. So,
oh nice.
When I talked to her, she made it seem like she wasn't gonna be in the Mae Young Classic, and then she gets announced. So that's cool. Unfortunately, I don't see her going further than the second round.
Sorry, baby.
It's okay. Greg's on his way to get her, so. But they're not going to be able to fix the car till tomorrow, so.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't see her going any further than the second round.
Can we go get her?
So,
We can go get her?
I
Yeah.
asked her, she said Greg was on the way already.
Mm.
He's closer. She's in Baton Rouge.
But it's good to see her back in this tournament. But I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, it'll be good. I mean, she's a power kind of thing, so that'll be because there's not that many power performers in this.
True.
So she should do pretty good in just that, you know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what her first round matchup will be. You know, I'm very, very curious about that. But glad she's back in this tournament. Definitely glad for that.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Reina Gonzalez, who's also returning from the first Mae Young Classic. And hold on one second. Keep talking. One second.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's Yes, Jason already knows that I know the finals. I've already found out. I know who's gonna win.
Alrighty. Sorry about that. Something fell and I had to pick it up. Reina Gonzalez returning for her for the second time, where I believe she lost to I want to say it was Bianca Belair.
No.
It was Nicole Savoy. Because Bianca Belair, she beat Sage Beckett, I believe, in the first round. So Reina Gonzalez, she made her intro without the mask. She had a mask, had a little small mask before. But, but yeah, she looks bigger and badder. But I mean, I honestly, she might win a match, but I'm not really banking on her doing much. But I mean, I guess you never know. I mean,
no, I'm not gonna do much.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, you know, it seems like she'll be a heel in this tournament. So at least that's what I think will happen.
Comes across like a heel.
Alrighty. Next up, we have the towering 6'2" Vanessa Craven. So definitely looks like one of our biggest competitors. One of our biggest competitors. As far as I don't really know much about her, but I'm guessing she's probably going to get showcased to the maybe get as far as to the quarterfinals, especially as one of the big ladies in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We got a couple big ladies. Rhea, old girl, the Indian lady. I can't remember her name.
Kavita Devi.
There we go.
So, who knows? Maybe we'll see, maybe they'll get matched up and, they'll square off. That would be entertaining.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, I'd be down to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't know the pairings just yet. I just know the final pairing.
Right. So, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, how she does, what she'll bring to the table. All right, next up, we have from England, Little Miss Zaya Brookside. It has been said that she, I believe, is the youngest competitor in this tournament. So, and I believe she's the daughter of one of the.
He's the I forgot his name, but yeah, he's one of the trainers.
I think it's Robbie Brookside.
I believe so. Yes.
But yeah,
I've seen him on a lot of the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, but he's one of the performance center trainers, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Gotcha.
The legend in British wrestling, apparently.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, something tells me she'll probably get showcased and she'll probably go a bit into the tournament. Just in name itself. So,
Yeah, I feel like you have one of two things. She can either be one of the first ones out just because she's so inexperienced, or she'll win a match against somebody. But I feel like she's expendable because she's been around like for 2 seconds.
yeah, that's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. All right. Next up, returning former Divas champion
A favorite of
Caitlyn.
mine, if you know
Yeah,
what I mean. uh,
but yes,
I was all about some Caitlyn.
Caitlyn is back, jet black hair and all.
I like her better with black hair.
New tattoo and all. Like, honestly, when she did her intro, I could barely recognize her. But the face was a giveaway. But if you didn't know her before, she would have been hard to recognize. But yeah. So she's back. You know, one of the veterans to be put into this tournament, a former WWE Divas champion. How far do I think she'll get? Something tells me she'll be a one and then done, kind of like how Serena Deeb was.
Yeah.
Only because I don't see her signing, unless it's just one of those where she's bound to make a big epic comeback. But it's been forever though, like.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I think it's really going to depend on like how she does in the ring. Like, is there rust? Is there a lot of rust? Is there minimal rust?
I feel like she's been working towards getting back for a while.
Yeah, but I feel like you didn't really hear about her like coming back until Mae Young Classic was announced. You know what I mean?
Well, I had heard about her working to come back like right around the last Mae Young Classic.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. Huh. And I forgot about it, and then it's just like, oh,
huh, okay, wow. I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But that would explain a lot. That would definitely explain a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see how that goes. But it's good to see, you know, a former champion represented, you know, trying to make a comeback. So I think it's gotten a lot of people curious to see how she'll do.
Yeah, I mean, she was never the best wrestler back in the day. She was never very good.
I mean, she improved
looking
later,
objectively, but I mean,
there was some build up to it, but I mean, you know, she wasn't a Summer Rae, or she wasn't a, you know.
I feel like Summer Rae was never that bad. Like Nia Jax is worse than that. Not as wrestling, as far as wrestling goes, she's not as bad. She was never as bad as Nia Jax is. To me, Nia Jax is a botch just waiting to happen.
Shoot, Summer Rae was one of the worst ones, just not more worse than freaking Eva Marie.
I feel like it would go Eva Marie, Nia Jax, and then like kind of whoever, because there's some bot. And Alicia Fox is good, but she botches a lot because she's a little too wild.
Yeah, she's kind of lost her edge.
Yeah, she's just a little too much
since she was last Divas champion.
Yeah, she's way sloppier now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm assuming you're gonna get that Mae Young 2018 shirt, Mae Young Classic.
I might have to purchase me one.
Be surprised if you didn't get one.
All right. Anything else you have on Caitlyn?
Nope. I am a huge fan of Caitlyn. Hello.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, also returning, and is one of my 3 picks to potentially win the whole thing, Mercedes Martinez. So, of course, she made it to the semifinals in the first Mae Young Classic before losing to Shayna Baszler.
Mm-hmm. She helped train a little bit. She was in her little stable.
Yep. Actually, no, she's not part of their stable.
Not anymore. I thought that was like what they were talking about the entire match, or they were just like that she had kind of took her under her wing.
No,
at one point.
No, she was just the teacher to the student.
Oh, see, I thought they had kind of been partnering together.
They may have in the indies, but
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, because
okay.
Mercedes ain't really done shit. I mean, like, she was what? She's been on NXT twice.
She did the Mae Young Classic. I think she had a 1 or 2 matches on.
Like it wasn't much of anything.
Because remember she fought Ember Moon. She challenged Ember Moon, and yeah, she hadn't really done anything since. Which I thought she was signed because of the fact that she did promos and actually had some matches, but
they seem to be building towards something.
Yeah. But with her being back, who knows? Maybe she'll get signed. I mean, she's done a lot of indie work, and she's and
they are trying to build a bigger women's division.
Yeah. So honestly, I would be really happy if they signed her.
Although when I think about it, man, there's a lot of female wrestlers, and I almost call them divas. A lot of female wrestlers on NXT that aren't even on TV ever.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of people.
I mean, I don't know how big it is, but yeah.
I feel like there's over 10. There's over 10 girls.
You think so? Damn.
I definitely, yeah.
That's kind of a handful.
Yeah, I feel like there's way more than 10. And just ones that just aren't even on TV yet. Because that one girl that you talk, I don't even know her name, but you'll talk about her later. I mean, I won't recognize her name for shit, but she had like the blonde like braids or dreads. She's been signed for a minute. She's been signed for a while. I think like at least a year or so.
Oh, Lacey Lane? Yeah,
just from watching just paying attention to their Twitter and stuff, they had like a lot of her workout stuff like last year. Because she was, they always show those videos of all these girls, and I'm like you guys have what? Hold on, do they have any black girls on their show right now on NXT? Other than Bianca Belair? No. I remember seeing at least 3 other girls. Like one tall one kind of medium size, and then that one.
Vanessa Bourne?
No. Well, yeah, I guess that's 2.
Yeah.
Just feature.
Yeah, so there's 2.
Yeah. I remember they showed a bunch more that I have yet to see on TV.
Who she got trained by Rikishi.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, that was Mercedes Martinez. Oh, okay. Let's see. Next up, from Chile, we got Satara, the masked Chilean wrestler.
Neville shirt on sale for $9. How many masked girls is that?
There's only 2.
I was thinking 3 for a second, but I was like, no, I think it's only 2.
Yeah, it's only 2. So, Zatara, I don't know anything about her, but apparently she has traveled the world and she's, unique, coming out of Chile. But I don't know. What do you have?
I got nothing on her. I don't know jack shit about this one.
But
I was like, oh, cool. Mass wrestler that they won't ever sign or use.
Well, guess we'll...
you know how they do.
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. You know how they do. You know who they give championships to.
Yep.
Oh, no. They all look the same.
Alrighty. Next up, I got to show her mad love and just happy that she is in this tournament. The other member representing Team Adams, good old Chinese-American Karen Q. Now, even though I know she's not one of my favorites to win the whole thing, I'm glad that she's in this tournament. And, I was hoping she would be in this tournament. I gave her a couple of shout-outs on Twitter. And I really like the colors that she had. The purple and black, kind of like that Black Panther sort of look. And she definitely had a much, I don't know if it was the lighting or what, but her skin tone got darker.
If you're living in Florida, ma'am.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, she's originally from I think Queens, New York. But yeah, I was just really happy to see that she got selected to be in the Mae Young Classic. She definitely has a strong style combined with her gymnastic background. So she's a beast. Also
I
has
feel like strong style is just wrestling now. I feel like everybody's got some kind of strong style. It's kind of I feel like strong style has taken over what wrestling used to be.
I guess.
Because everybody just throws those fucking forearms constantly.
It seems that way.
Because I feel like at this point, strong style now just stands for two people just standing in the middle of the ring, just hitting each other hard as shit with forearms.
Which
and stiff kicks, like low key. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that seems to be what is boiled down to, or at least the way it's presented just through the WWE's gentrification of strong style.
Mm-hmm.
And then just what kind of happens to a different style, like lucha style, just kind of turned into cruiserweight. It always just is given a different name.
Yeah, but I think it really depends on who it is. Like, I mean, like for example, T.J. Perkins. He has like a combination of like a high flyer technical style. I don't
consider him strong style, but I feel like you got just in these women, you got Toni Storm, you got, I would say, Mercedes is strong style. All she does is hit people with forearms. I'm surprised she hasn't called it Puerto Rican or whatever Puerto Rican strong style.
I would have thought she was more of a.
Because Smash Mouth is just strong style now. Well, she just does a lot of forearms, like, constantly.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, so does Zack Sabre Jr., who just constantly forearms the shit out of people.
But I wouldn't say Zack Sabre Jr. is strong.
He's not considered British strong style.
Nah.
Because he
does way too many submissions though.
I feel like he found a way to put something else with strong style, but I feel like everybody, especially in Japan, if you're wrestling in Japan right now, you are 100% using strong style. I feel like anybody that comes out of
what about Will Ospreay?
Yeah, that is true. He is one of the few. Basically, I guess if you're not like a little guy that jumps a lot of flippies, because Ricochet couldn't be strong style.
Heck no.
But he's more of a flippy guy. He's more Will Ospreay than anything. He's traditional cruiserweight, luchador stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, there's
a littering of strong style out there.
There's some where it's very obvious to what their style is, and others it's like a combination to like a hybrid version or whatnot.
I guess it just feels like the thing everybody does now, and either they mention it constantly, like as being strong style, or they don't mention it at all.
Like, I'll just throw a random one out there. What do you think R-Truth is?
Oh, he's just fucking. He's just a wild thing out there, just running and hitting shit as it were. He's got the hummingbird.
But see, you can't really
the fat hummingbird thing, right? Where he just runs around and does a bunch of calf kicks.
But you can't really come up with like a specific.
No, he's one of the he is one of the few ones. Like, I feel like R-Truth's more of exception to the rule, right? Because he like Naomi. I guess this might sound racist, but I'm black, so I don't care. It's like the black out of control wrestling style, right? Where you're just too athletic is the way that they think, at least WWE was, because Alicia Fox does the same thing, he does the same thing, and Naomi does the same thing, where it just feels like it's a lot about momentum, and they just feel like a pinball bouncing off the ring ropes.
So would you say they're like black versions of RVD?
Yeah. I mean, because RVD just became a thing where he was just running around doing shit like that. I guess that's why I like Booker T so much, because he wasn't really that. He was more slowed down and would actually like wrestle.
Right.
He was athletic, but he didn't need to run around the ring constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's a little distracting sometimes when you're watching these matches, because you're like, can you slow down for like a second? Because you're being a little too sloppy. And I guess that's why I don't watch. I love UNC, but I can't watch a lot of college basketball live, because everybody feels out of control. Like, they're just running up and down the court and chucking up shots like that. I guess that's the same mentality for me, where it's just like, this is not pleasing to watch. I don't want to watch this. Like, you're too athletic, and you haven't figured out how best to I guess the in my mentality is there's no strategy to that. You're just trying to overwhelm your opponent with sheer contact.
Yeah.
Just constantly hitting, and that's fine. But it's a sloppy kind of wrestling and sport, and just I don't like that sloppy shit.
I see. Oh man, that was very, very deep and detailed. Do you,
You're
did,
in detail. Random.
did you have anything else specifically with Karen Q?
Say- Oh, Karen Cube, definitely not.
Okay.
I only know Karen Cube from the last year.
I'm looking forward
I couldn't pick her up a lineup.
to seeing how she does. I hope she can maybe get to the quarterfinals or something like that. But yeah, I'm a Karen Q fan, so I don't think she'll win the whole thing, but I think she'll get a decent way.
Nice.
Next up, we have Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn.
I don't. The name sounds familiar,
I
but I know
thought she was
nothing
somebody
about her.
else. But yeah, I thought it was. I thought she was somebody else.
Yeah, but I know I've heard the name before. I just don't really. I can't piece her together to somebody that I've seen before. But I know I recognize the name. But apparently I hear that she's a popular name. I believe she's from Scotland.
I think so. Yeah. Oh, and apparently she'll be in the. Oh yeah, because she was in the triple threat at the WWE UK Championship tournament.
Oh, she was one
yeah.
one of the three.
Yeah, she's a big UK indie wrestler.
Because wasn't it her,
Tony Storm,
and Killer Kelly?
that's right.
Okay, I see. I knew.
Yeah, because
I remembered hearing
she's
that.
she's from Scotland. She's cute.
Okay, that's why I knew I had
Make
recognized
her
that
talk
name.
though. She's cute.
But cool. So she's probably signed then.
I think she is, at least to the UK one, the UK NXT for sure.
Okay. Can you see her making a dent into this tournament?
No, but then again, I already know what things happen. So
Next up, you had mentioned her earlier, Lacey Lane.
yeah,
She cut a promo not too long ago, so something tells me she'll get a decent push for this tournament. But she looks interesting.
yeah. I mean, I forgot she was former women's basketball national champion.
Yeah, with I think it was Shaw University.
Think so. Yeah, Shaw. Which I was like, what? Shaw? What up? Why'd you live on South Side, Rodney?
Yeah.
South Side. I just live across the street from Menlo. What up?
Indeed. But it'll be interesting to see how she does in this tournament.
Oh yeah, see, and I just saw a little report that she revealed she was ready to report to NXT back in October 2017. But
wow.
Yeah, but she failed a medical exam. So yeah, she's supposed to go, but she failed a medical thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's been on their radar for a long time.
Well, it'll be good to see what she's got.
Mm-hmm. Oh crap, man! They even got this spoilers for the days and all that shit.
Ew. Next up, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she's in this tournament. I do not really like her hairstyle. It's definitely ill from when I last saw her wrestle.
Are you talking about Mae or longer hair?
No.
Okay.
I am talking about Lady Godzilla, Hiroyo Matsumoto.
Oh.
The light brown curly hair with part of it shaved. Ugh.
Oh man, there's going to be non-tournament action.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah, I'm seeing some matches against the people we've already mentioned. Have a non-tournament action.
But when she did her intro and I
it's gonna be a 6-person tag. Oh, sweet. Sorry.
I didn't when she did her intro, I didn't recognize her until I saw her face. Because, like, I'm thinking, whoa, who the heck is this? And then when I saw her face, I was like, oh, dang, that's Hiroyo Matsumoto. I don't like the look.
Ooh, I know who gets in the quarterfinals now. What? I'm so good.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
I'm so good.
What in the world?
That's cool.
You gonna mess around and slip something?
No, I'm not. But some of these things are interesting. Some of these defeats are interesting.
Anyway, Hiroyo Matsumoto. Hope to see her at least go into the quarterfinals. Most of the matches I've seen of her have been like on YouTube, and she had quite a kind of like a series with Mae Young. So, which those were good matches as well. But, dude, she's the real deal. She's the real deal.
Hold on, who'd you say?
Hiroyo Matsumoto.
I'm sorry. I was looking to see where they went. Ha ha! Oh.
All right, now. Stop.
Trolling.
Yeah, because that's bad, because we're live. I hope to see her at least go into the quarterfinals. Have you ever seen any of her in action?
No, a little bit. I've only seen like a few of these women in action, and most of them were in WWE rings.
I would check her out on YouTube if you ever get the chance. She's a hard hitter for her size. She's a hard hitter.
Hard hitter, strong style.
She does a lot of suplexes and bombs and stuff like that. But I like her, definitely like her. I just don't like her look. Like that just it's weird. It's weird. But
damn shame.
But I like her. I like her. But the hairstyle, I don't really like.
Ain't feeling it. Oh, I didn't want you back this week.
Next up, we have this nerdy, giddy, jumpy Jessie Elibon.
Yeah.
I mean,
excitable.
She's cute, but
yes.
Something tells me she's gonna be a first round exit.
I don't know because I don't remember her name, and I closed that window with all that.
But yeah, you know who I'm talking about. She's the giddy one with the.
Yeah, glasses. I remember her being like weird and me being like, "What the hell is your problem, lady?"
She looks like a taller version of Bailey.
Yeah, the character's kind of Bailey.
And also a little bit of Becky Lynch. You know how jumpy and giddy Becky Lynch was?
Oh, when she first started, hey boy, I hated Becky Lynch when she first started doing that friggin' Irish jig and shit. I'd be like, yo, you got to stop that.
I mean, it was
lame. It was such a bad gimmick. It was just like, what are you doing? Why would you do that?
Kind of cute.
Dang, Caitlyn. Oh, good lord, Caitlyn. I need to get even hotter. Doesn't make no damn sense.
Wow.
Sorry, she's super hot.
But never seen Jessie Elibon in the ring, so don't really know what to expect. But she's coming off with the super duper giddy, hyper cheerful gimmick.
Yep, she's gonna get wrecked. That's what happens. That's what happens to that shit. Hey, people come in that happy, you are going to get your ass kicked.
Alrighty.
Next
up, this is my second potential pick to win the whole thing. Who also made it to the semifinals in the first Mae Young Classic. Toni Storm, who I know is a favorite of yours.
Well, yeah. I wish she was a little more subtle, and I would have no problems with her. But she's so doofy half the time. I just can't take her seriously. She mugs all the time.
Yeah.
She did it in her intro, and I was like, God dang it! You just had to ruin it. I mean, like she was like really. It was just like.
But she did the same. And
I was like, "Yo, you've got to rein that in. That is a character that I do not want to see any part of."
But she did the same thing in the first intro.
I know, and I hated it then. If you run that tape back, I hate that shit. I hate it.
She just had the hat. She had the Aerosmith or the Slash hat.
That is like I'm fine with the baseball cap, But when she puts on the friggin' top hat, I'm just like, please stop. Like it's so corny that it serves to remind me that you're from Australia, so you're kind of lame. Okay.
And she does have that rock star gimmick.
And it's kind of lame. Like it doesn't make it not lame. There are certain things in wrestling where it's just like, oh, that's that gimmick is lame. Like that, you know what that gimmick reminds me of?
What's that?
Ashley Mazzaro.
Who?
Ashley.
Ashley Massaro?
Oh yeah, I was saying Mazzaro, but yeah.
Oh.
That's what it reminds me of. That's the kind of shit it reminds me of because it's just like, ew, the fuck is this? Like, stop, just stop. You are doing too much. You are giving me too much goofy when I want you to just be cool.
Ashley was. I mean, I can understand why she won the Diva search. But
She's a really good wrestler, but yeah, it's just she her gimmick reminds me too much of that character, and that kind of character is really lame. It was lame in 2003 or whatever. It's sure as hell lame in 2018.
I just think it's more accented with Tony Storm.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I guess my thing is kind of like, what rock star do you see behave like that? And if you say Chris Jericho, I'm gonna laugh in your face.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no rock star behaves like that anymore. That's some '90s shit that needs to not be a thing that she does. It feels old. It is, I guess, is my main point. Where it's just
it could have been as bad as Christy Hemme back in Impact Wrestling when she was part of the Rock and Raven faction. That was really terrible.
And that was lame too.
They
like
had the
just certain
fake
lame stuff.
Guitar
man.
Hero guitars. That was some stupid mess.
It's just so lame. Like you're too late, and it comes across as just really, really out of touch and just old. And not in like a cool way. Like it's not like, because even Elias can go, if they play that wrong, it goes on the comedy side.
True.
And she's too comedic. She's way too comedic. She'll never be taken seriously if she doesn't change her behavior. It's just,
but the
it ain't
thing
going.
is, because she's going to be a main attraction for the ladies division of the NXT UK. I mean, she already has a strong following in itself.
She does. She does. She's just so milquetoast that it is so white. And it is insane.
And it's the main reason why she's one of my picks to potentially win the whole thing. And it would not surprise me if she won.
Well, they love her, obviously. She already got a shot at Shayna Baszler, but can you see her beating Shayna Baszler with that kind of attitude? Hell no.
If Kairi Sane can do it as
Kairi
the Pirate
Sane's
Princess.
more serious than she is.
I mean, yeah, lately, yeah, I get it, but
because she has to be. She cannot be in the same ring as Shayna Baszler, being doofy as hell, doing this shit. She's going to get wrecked. That's just it doesn't. It's not a good optic. It's a horrible optic. If I have a serious scowling champion going against a doof playing up to the crowd,
well,
and not even like a cool way, but like a corny ass way.
Well, Dakota Kai was the same way.
Yeah,
more
Dakota
serious,
Kai
and she got wrecked.
But how they start her?
I mean, they started her.
She was never going to be that serious. She's only going to be as serious as like Bayley was when she would get mad.
But the thing
Where
was,
like,
in this situation, she was the one being bullied. So,
yeah, and they still didn't let her get her one-upsmanship. She still got her ass whooped.
She had her. No. Remember back in the match, she did have her moments. She did have her moments.
That's not one-upsmanship. That's her getting a couple good shots and then getting her ass kicked. But that's kind of worse. That's kind of worse. It makes your character look worse. You look like you tried, but you failed.
But you know how big of a heel Shayna Baszler has become.
That's what I'm saying. She ain't going to do shit. That's why you need somebody that's credible and that feels like somebody who can take their level up a notch. Bayley couldn't do it with Alexa Bliss. That shit died.
But I feel like the only reason that Kairi Sane is formidable and has that chance and that demeanor is because we all have to remember she did defeat her in the finals of the Mae Young Classic. So it's not like it's anything.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason because that's what they're using to tell the story, where Shayna Baszler's like, you ain't got it. Like, but
realistically, this is the rubber match.
Yeah, but that's the kind of thing. That's why they definitely play that up in that really not very great segment they had, where they're just like, oh yeah, she's like, no, you ain't got it. But Kairi Sane just constantly saying, I got it. It kind of ruined it. She could have just said it once and been done, but she just kept saying it. It's just like, so who are you trying to convince? Are you trying to convince me or you?
I think it's a language barrier thing.
Well, I know, but it's just if somebody has to keep stating their fact, it starts to be like, who are you trying to convince?
Because it's like, Kairi Sane speaking Japanese is a lot different from Asuka speaking Japanese. Like Asuka,
Asuka has a certain demeanor that Kairi Sane ain't got.
Exactly.
Kairi Sane does not have a killer instinct.
Like
feel to her whatsoever.
Like who's to say that Asuka's not swearing in Japanese? You know, when she has those random outbursts.
Well, you would think she wouldn't be just because they still air in Japan.
But I guess. I don't know, but
they have Japanese commentators, so no, she ain't cursed.
Yeah. But
it's just it sounds. It's probably ridiculous, but it sounds aggressive, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, you want to play the part. If you're playing the doof, I'm not rocking with you. I can't, because I know where that gets you in WWE. You turn into Santino.
So
you're never a credible threat. So why am I watching your matches?
So you're really hoping that's something that they fix with Tony Storm?
I want them to fix it, but I know they won't. That's why I'll always like the idea of Tony Storm.
Mm-hmm.
The execution is always where I'm gonna not be interested.
I see.
I can't. I'll always be interested in whoever badass they put her up against, because that person will be more interesting.
It'll be interesting to see what her path would be, just like if she does, if she is one of the ones that makes it to the finals or whatnot, or just however far she goes.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a little more seriousness.
Yeah. Okay, next up, this is my third and final pick to win the whole thing, and as you know, this was initially when she got announced, my pick to win the whole thing right then and there. And
you lost your mind.
I think she has a sexy voice that is coming from Stardom and signing a new contract. Io Shirai, and she had the crowd going wild just as much as the crowd was going wild for Tony Storm. Yeah, I think Io Shirai, and even in looking at message boards and just like comments, like, dude, there are a ton of people just all about Io Shirai. And I feel like, honestly, she might be, maybe not on paper, but I think as far as notoriety, that is why she is a favorite to win the Mae Young Classic. My only thing that I wonder about, would WWE actually let two back-to-back Japanese stars win a tournament such as this? That's only thing.
I wouldn't be surprised they let them win Royal Rumble, basically, that pay-per-view, all in general. I mean, they did nothing with it, but they still let them win.
True. But of course,
they are heavy on the Japanese shit right now.
But, they're very iffy on making them champions.
They're iffy on all. I was about to let me chill out. They're whatever. They're just iffy on all minorities in that company. It's just,
no, I agree with you.
It's just anybody that's not white is sketchy to them. They don't care.
No, I agree with you.
So it's a bummer. I wish it wasn't the case, but it's so obvious.
But I'm really all about some Io Shirai. She looks great. Fans were going crazy.
She has a sexy voice, apparently.
Yes, she does.
Oh boy.
So, looking forward to see her doing some damage in this tournament.
Kicking some faces off. Oh yeah.
Yep. So, and the fact that she signed gives me a lot of hope.
She's been signed for about a year.
Yeah, so the deal with that was she was signed, and then she got hurt.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. You get signed and you get hurt.
But I guess they still were determined to bring her on once she recovered. So at least it shows that they were consistent in keeping their word. So
No telling how much money they spent too. Shit.
yeah, because I mean, she was an icon back in Stardom.
Yeah, that's like if Shinsuke had gotten hurt when he first got in, and be like, yeah, okay, so we're gonna be waiting for you.
Yeah,
Bring your ass, let's go. You better not be a Hideo Itami. Don't keep getting hurt either. We'll get pissed. And then Barry.
But it's good that he's found a home in 205 Live.
Yeah, no, that's the best option for him. Otherwise, if he goes to a main show, he's dead. He's dead in the water.
And I think I do think he will eventually become cruiserweight champion. I really
Yeah, they're basically going to try to. I feel like they're going to give pretty much anybody who's serious and not doofy is going to get a shot at that.
Yeah, but
no Lucha Dragon bullshit no more.
But next up, we have from Canada, Nicole Matthews. This is another one that I'm really kind of curious to see because apparently she's had a lot of experience going up against some key wrestlers like Asuka and I think Tony Storm or somebody else in the indie circuit.
Yeah.
So apparently Nicole Matthews is supposed to be the real deal. So
interesting.
It'll be interesting to see how far she goes in this tournament, especially if she has that kind of experience. So I'm guessing she's probably another like heavy indie wrestler like Mercedes Martinez. So
yeah.
So I mean, hey, she could go far.
True.
Next up, we have the lady that qualified for the Mae Young Classic by defeating Vanessa Bourne in a really, really weird way. The Brazilian, Tainara Conti.
Yeah, that was a weird ending. Are you crazy?
Yeah, and the finisher was stupid. Like,
yeah, it wasn't very good.
Yeah, like I really was expecting for her to have some sort of submission finisher.
You would think so.
Because of her background. I mean, she has a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo. It's like, how do you not give them a submission? But,
they haven't done a lot of stuff with that. No, I just don't get it.
But she was a one and done in the first Mae Young Classic. She lost in the first round to Lacey Evans.
Yeah, that was weird.
But you know what? Something tells me she'll win a match in this tournament. I think she'll win a match.
I mean, after all this, hell yeah, she better.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell you, but yeah, she better.
I'd be surprised with, the few appearances she's had. She was in the Royal Rumble. She was, I'd be surprised if she didn't win a match.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird. It'd be like, oh, so.
Because she's signed as well.
She's been signed for a minute, and they have done nothing with her.
Yeah, exactly. Which I thought she was supposed to be the whole thing with a female member of the Undisputed Era, but I guess that fell through.
They basically let that die on the vine. They did literally nothing.
It's freaking stupid, but
they're just gonna do that. But they seem to start and stop a lot.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, let's not do it.
It's ridiculous how they just abruptly stop it like that,
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's whatever.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, I think she'll win a match. Next up, I'm really happy to see her in this tournament. Y'all may know her as Sienna back in Impact Wrestling. Her name is Allison Kay.
I didn't realize she was in there until I saw somebody with a poster, and I was like, why is Sienna on somebody's poster? And then when she came in, I was like, oh.
Yeah. I think she is great for this tournament. I could see her definitely winning a few matches, and definitely would be a great heel for this tournament.
Yeah.
Keep it classy, pinkies up.
You know it.
But really happy she's in this tournament. I think she'll do great. And I don't know if she signed, but it would be great
I
if
don't
she was.
think she. I don't think she is.
Okay, because I know she was Knockouts champion, Global Force Knockouts champion. She's done a lot of indie work.
Been around for a minute.
It would be nice if she gets signed after this, because I think she would be a great heel for NXT. You know, just to have another strong heel alongside Shayna Baszler. Because I mean, Lacey Evans, I'm not gonna say she's a
She's not.
strong
She's
heel,
not. She's not. She's definitely.
She's like the political heel.
Yeah, and she's not even very good at that.
Yeah. So
she's just kind of there. She seems to be like that's the case because they have no other.
I mean, Bianca Belair is a better heel than her.
Yeah, and she's funny, so she shouldn't be heel for super long because she's rather funny.
Alrighty. Next up, let's see. Next up, oh yeah, we got the Blasian baddie, the half American, half Korean Mae Young.
Yeah.
I do notice she's showing more of a heel-like demeanor in her.
I mean, she just seemed pretty aggressive.
Yeah, like I like it. Because I mean, she has that martial arts background, and you know,
she does.
She did great in the first tournament. She beat Sarah Logan, but then lost to Shayna Baszler. Probably the same thing will happen. She'll probably win a match, then get eliminated. Maybe 2 matches. But definitely glad she's back in this tournament.
It's a good choice.
Which makes me think it would be kind of, well, although she has done a lot of indie work, but it would be cool if she got signed. I don't think she will get signed, but it'd be cool if she got signed because she has the experience from making a few splashes in NXT back when Sasha Banks and Charlotte were in NXT. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's been around for a minute. Yeah.
So it'd be nice if she got signed to a solid contract. All right, next up, interesting. MJ Jenkins. She got the little pompadour like frizzy fro. Trained by the Dudley Boys. She kind of has this bad girl, you know, I'm the best sort of kind of demeanor. Kind of reminds me of Bianca Belair a little bit.
Oh, very true.
But something tells me she's going to be a one and done.
Oh, she ain't winning shit.
Dang, dude.
I mean, I don't even remember her name, so I couldn't even tell you exactly when she goes out, but there's no fucking way.
Dang.
So I saw her, I was like, nope, too black, too urban.
You ain't going to give the sister a chance.
Hell no, because I know what we're playing with. We're playing with a certain kind of deck of cards, my G. Ain't no way in hell that black heifer winning nothing. Not in WWE. Shit. Jazz and Jacqueline, that's all you got.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's true.
And they were a certain type of black chick. Scary.
Yeah, you make a good point. You make a good point.
Shit ain't for no reason.
Oh, man, that's funny. Your reaction, that's just funny.
As soon as you saw that chick, you know she wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know what to do with her hair.
It's very unique hairstyle.
Ain't happening.
Next up, also part of the WWE NXT UK brand, our Portuguese wrestler, Miss Killer Kelly. Yeah, from Lisbon, Portugal. I mean, she's part of the UK brand, so I can see her making a splash in this tournament.
Oh, I think she's gonna be a jobber, man.
You think she'll be a jobber?
I mean, like I said, like at this point, I don't even remember. I only remember the finals because I was looking through the actual matches. But I don't remember anybody's name now because nothing sticks in my brain. So it's just like, oh yeah, no, I don't remember you.
But if anything, she'll be showcased throughout the UK brand. So I mean, because they're still kind of building for that.
Yeah, they gotta.
So, but yeah, as far as this tournament, there's no telling. But
we'll tell them.
Next up, we have Miss American Ninja Warrior, Casey Catanzaro.
Oh yeah.
I feel like she may win maybe 2 matches, only because she's gotten a big push because she's Miss American Ninja Warrior. And,
that one's surprising.
With how she aced American Ninja Warrior. So I mean, I think that in itself is probably why she may get booked to win 1 or 2 matches.
I'll go with 1 just to be on the safe side. They'll give you 1, and then you'll go down to a much more traditional wrestler that they've had.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they do.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, it kind of made me think back to the Cruiserweight Classic. I didn't think Ho Ho Lun was going to win his first round match.
Yeah.
But after he won his
How'd that go?
After he won his first round match, he got destroyed.
Yeah. You're basically just there to make somebody else look better.
Yeah, but I mean,
they're gonna kill you.
He did pretty well. It's just
no, he did. Yeah, he just got wrecked his next match.
Yeah, he did get wrecked his next match, but yeah, that was the only thing with that. And are you there? Uh-oh, I think I lost him. The feed done frozen on me. Hollywood Cinema, can you hear me? Uh-oh, I think we lost him. Oh no! Let's try this again. Let's get him back. Gotta get him back.
Hey, my computer just froze up. Hello.
Hey, you good?
I'm good. My computer just decided to freeze up on me, but I'm still here.
Oh, okay. No problem.
I'm on the phone.
No problem. Let's see. What were we were still talking on? Oh yeah, Ho Ho Lun getting wrecked. What's that?
Were we talking about the American Ninja Warrior chick or no?
Yeah, Casey Catanzaro. But yeah, that was my thinking that she would probably win 1 or 2 matches just because of who she is.
Yeah, I mean she's good for advertisement or TV or whatever,
Yeah. Alrighty. Next up, we have from Wales, who is also Dakota Kai's tag team partner, Tegan Knox.
Oh yes.
And I've actually looked up some of her matches, which she's also aka Nixon Newell.
She's so fucking good.
Yeah, she's a great wrestler. I was really surprised.
When they described her as like one of the best wrestlers in the world, I was like, yes, she is. She's 100% one of the best female wrestlers. Because I watched her on WCPW, like the first matches, because she was like their first champion. And I was like, this chick is awesome.
She's the real deal?
And it doesn't hurt that she is super cute.
Yeah. And, she and Dakota Kai are a great fit for a tag team.
Yeah, she's somebody that does what I wish Toni Storm would do. She comes out to the ring, still smiles, still does all the classic good guy goofy shit. But when she's wrestling, she is hardcore. Like, she is kicking the shit out of you. And that's the thing. Like, as soon as, like, the matches start, she stops all that smiling shit. She doesn't do a lot of that stuff in the ring. That's what I enjoy most about her. Because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, when you come out of the ring, you can cheese and do all that dumb shit all you want to. But when there's, like, you're grappling motherfuckers, I don't want to see you taking time to look around like you're, like somebody just said, bitch, what you doing? Like, what? No, don't do that. That's what Tony does. That's what Tony does way too much. Where she does that side-to-side look thing where it's like, what are you looking for, chick? Like, stop. Just stop. Just
I guess that's her way of getting the crowd involved. Maybe.
It is. I don't like when wrestlers do it in the middle of matches because it takes me out of it. Because it's like, oh, so they're not like, so now you're trying to force them to give you the reaction you wanted. When the reaction they gave you was fine, you just wanted more because you wanted to take time.
Wanted more.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, come on, man, don't do that. Just wrestle. You shouldn't be worried about what the crowd's doing, right? You're there to. Your character's main thrust is to win. Why aren't you trying to win?
And just so that I know, she is signed as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why haven't they had her and Dakota Kai team up on tapings?
I don't know why. They only do it at live events.
Huh. Well, maybe there will be some sort of story that builds to it.
Well, because that reminds me of Rhea Ripley. She's been signed for forever, and how much has she been on TV?
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
And she's in a tag team with. They mentioned Aaliyah's tag team, and I was like, oh, so is that the name of the tag team Rhea Ripley's in? Because I've never heard them mention that name before.
Interesting.
They're like, oh, Aaliyah of blah blah blah. I was like, what?
Wait, Aaliyah and Rhea Ripley?
Yeah, she's like their manager. It's Rhea Ripley and one other like really tall girl.
Okay.
Because if you look on like their Instagram, on Rhea Ripley's Instagram or Twitter, there's a picture of Aaliyah being held between the two girls' shoulders.
I may have to check that out.
They're wearing like army fatigues, kind of themed attire.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name they mentioned because they mentioned it when they mentioned Aaliyah on NXT this week.
Okay, I might have to check that out. I have to check
I can't remember the name though. It was like, oh, that's totally forgot it.
Would I probably know her if I saw her?
The other one probably. I don't recognize her, but she's more than likely been done stuff outside of WWE before. I don't recognize her at all. But gotcha. It could be somebody that changed their look, or at least just changed their hair color.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Next up, we have also returning from the first Mae Young Classic, Chinese wushu specialist Xia Li.
Mm-hmm.
She was another one that was signed. I know I saw her hanging out a lot with Zeta, who was also in the first Mae Young Classic, but she's no longer with WWE. This is going to be interesting to see, because I definitely want to see her showcase more of her striking martial arts ability, and who knows, maybe she'll win a match. She's
only been wrestling. Her first ever match was at the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, and I like her. I like her look. She kind of has that action star kind of look, and she's all smiles now. She was a little bit more serious in the first one, but she wasn't when she first came down to the ring with those nunchucks and shit. Yeah,
she had like a doofy smile on her face, but then when she was wrestling, she kind of had to because she was getting her ass kicked. And that's the thing, man. Like, if you're getting your ass kicked, I don't want you mugging it to the camera.
That's fair.
What if you fucking fight, man? You're already like, this is supposed to be like, I'm supposed to believe you guys want to beat the shit out of each other and win championship opportunities. And if you're mugging at me.
Oh man, that's funny. You're too funny, bro. But you make a good point. You make a very good point.
I mean, and I grew up as a kid loving like Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, but if they did that shit now, I'd be like, y'all need to stop. No, see all this shit. Just wrestle, B. I'm looking around. This is not 1984. Wrestle.
Yeah.
Do some flippy shit.
Oh, that's too funny. Next up, we have one that I'm definitely glad to see making her first. I believe this is her first appearance in the WWE. Ashley Rain, also known as Madison Rain.
It is her first that I know of. I've never known her to be in anything else in WWE.
Now, I have seen this woman like doing all sorts of things, from like being part of the Beautiful People, My Pie Sexy.
So thick.
She had a stint in ROH with Women of Honor.
That's more recent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know her majority. I didn't know she. I didn't know she was still wrestling because I did see her randomly have like advertised for a match for them, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you were still wrestling. Didn't know you weren't. Cause she was on Impact recently.
Well, you know she's married to Josh Matthews.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that being a weird revelation when she had their kid, and I was like, what? That's the weird thing about Impact, yo. Impact, they would have the weirdest relationships where it'd be like, who's dating Velvet Sky? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, Chris Sabin.
Yeah. It's like, for real? That seems weird. It seems like a real...
Not someone you would have guessed.
She seems like a totally different kind of person to him than he does to her, right? You know?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
he seems way more chill, way more just kind of doesn't want to be like, you know.
She seems more stuck up, if you ask me. But
well, I only know it's stuck up. I just mean like looking for attention.
Oh, I mean,
he seems more to play the background, where he'd be like, "Oh yeah, honey, you go take all this picture with your ass cheeks. I'm gonna hang over here and just wrestle in Japan." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just. I mean, she got some nice yeeks though. She got some hang time for real. Like test marker. Woo! Them girls got hang time.
Don't even get me started on Brooke. Brooke Testmark. Oh man,
I love some hang time, dog. Hang time is the best. It's like, oh shit.
And she was not ashamed to flaunt it. No,
I will say, and I say Scarlett Bordeaux is kind of a new version of that, where it's just like, good lord, lady. Impact is killing it. Impact is killing it right now.
And not to mention, Brooke was a two-time knockouts champion, I think.
And that hang time knocked me out, boy.
Yeah. But I hope Ashley Rain can win a few matches in this tournament. It's good to see her in a WWE ring. And she's well known, so
yeah, she should be good. I mean, she feels like the Serena coming in last year, where it's just like, okay, you're gonna get a little bit of love just because you're a fan favorite from back in the day and shit. But I'm not expecting you to do nothing.
I guess that's a fair assessment. Alrighty, next up. Also making her return from the first Mae Young Classic, and she looks beastly now. The Australian Rhea Ripley. Dude, yeah, she looks beastly.
You look sick.
Like, in the first Mae Young Classic, she was a little more giddy, especially after that first victory she had, but, of course she lost in the second round to Dakota Kai, but
she's going to be focused on in NXT. She's 100% going to be focused on.
But, dude, she does not look the same. She looks like more heelish, more of like a beast now.
Well, yeah, that seems to be the way they have it for her character and her, her tag team. They seem like heels.
I mean, she looks good. Don't get me wrong. She looks good.
Oh, she look real good.
But, like, when I saw her do her intro, I was like, dang, Rhea Ripley, what happened to you?
Yeah, not so happy now. I like it. Looking more and more serious. I like serious.
Like, she looks like she's going to, like, maul some ladies in this tournament.
She's huge, man. She outweighs and outsizes the majority of them.
And you know what? I got a feeling she may be the wild card for this tournament.
You may be right, sir, but I can say nothing.
Like I think she'll be the wild card only because she had a small stint in the first tournament. She was signed, and
The NXT. She's at NXT. She's bred there, right? Like that's her training. So yeah, she's gonna be featured like fuck. They're building her up from the ground.
now is she going to be featured mostly for the UK?
UK, from what I can tell, I think it's gonna be UK.
Okay, that's fair.
She's one of the ones they mentioned in that press release about the women's UK.
Oh, okay, good.
She was like the fourth name. She was like of course Tony Storm, but yeah, she was one of the top names they mentioned.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Next up we have the second and final masked wrestler, Zeuxis or Zeuxis.
Zeuxis, I think.
Apparently from Mexico City. She, I believe, is the one that they've deemed to have the lucha strong style combination.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've never heard of her. So, this will be new to me. This will be new to me. But I can't wait to see it in action.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Next up, another one of our tall competitors making her second appearance. Our only Indian female wrestler, Kavita Devi.
Again.
So, of course, she lost in the first round in the first Mae Young Classic to Dakota Kai. I think she'll win a match in this tournament.
Yeah, those are good.
I think this will be good. Just for her representing India, in the female ladies division, I think this would be a great opportunity to see her get one or two wins.
She's big. She'll either get a win over a smaller competitor or get beat by a bigger, and then get beat by a bigger competitor later, or a big competitor as well. That's really how I like to do.
Yeah, and that's what I was initially thinking of in the first tournament, but when she got beat by Dakota Kai, I was like, dang, okay.
Yeah, that made me realize that, okay, Dakota Kai's signed, and she's definitely been around longer.
True.
And, yeah, and it was kind of, and then she ended up getting beat by Ripley to, give her a little more of a little rib.
Yeah. And, Dakota Kai had been around for a long while anyway, because, she used to be named Evie.
Mm-hmm.
Because she had faced Asuka and Nia Jax back then. Actually, Nia Jax, but I think she faced Asuka later. But yeah. So Kavita Devi, I think, will win one, possibly two matches. Alrighty, we only have a few more left. Let's see. So next up, interesting one, very interesting one. She's deemed as Hell's Harlot, Priscilla Kelly.
Yeah, she looks cool. Feels like she could have a cool character.
She kind of reminds me of like a cross up between Paige and Daphne.
Yeah, that's why she looks cool.
Yeah. So I don't really know much about her.
I don't know anything about her.
So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see, what kind of style she brings in the ring.
I'm hoping she does well because she looks cool.
And then, last but certainly not least, we have from Japan, Meiko Satomura. So apparently she's a legend, been in the business a long time. Definitely, strong style. But I've seen some of her. I've looked her up. She's definitely the real deal. Like I said, I was thinking about possibly her being, a finalist or, winning the whole tournament. But then I had to take a step back and think that would have to warrant signing her. And I just don't think they're going to sign her. I'd be very shocked if they did. Because that would mean that they want to really invest in her and this possibly, it may be her last stint in wrestling because she's been wrestling for I think 20 something years or something like that.
Yeah, that feels more like oh, you've been around for a while, okay.
Yeah, so I definitely see her maybe making semifinals, or
I guess
she could end up being one that turns out to be kind of like how Tajiri was. He won a match and then he lost, which he ended up losing to Grand Metalik, who ended up going to the finals against T.J. Perkins. So I look at that as, because, they really, invested in Grand Metalik. He ended up getting signed and, but it was one of those that, to me, I was like, oh, I didn't think he would be the one in the finals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I get.
So this could potentially be one of those. But honestly, I think this is just another situation where a legend is going to be showcased in the WWE ring for a little while throughout this tournament. But I don't see her winning the whole thing. If she does win the whole thing, I'd be very shocked.
Yeah, I'd be pretty shocked.
But yeah. So in conclusion, I really, really like this lineup of ladies for this tournament. Even more than last year's. Even though last year's was still good, I really like this year's lineup.
Yeah, you do.
And as I said, my top three that I think will win: Mercedes Martinez, Io Shirai, or Toni Storm. I think one of those three will win. But it has been announced that the bracketology will go live August 29th.
Mm-hmm.
So probably that is when we will resume our Mae Young Classic talk and do some bracket work. But you have anything else you want to say about the Mae Young Classic before we move on?
No, I know everything.
Yeah, you dirtbag.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll do the regular shows and then we'll finish with G1. So one thing I had sent you a link of earlier was that Maria Kanellis suffered a broken wrist.
Yeah, she was just making a comeback.
Yeah, but she had also apparently made note that her recovery time should be able to get her into WWE Evolution in time. So,
oh no.
So hopefully that will
We'll see.
That will suffice. But yeah, so because it'd be good to see. She hasn't wrestled since Impact.
I feel like she hasn't. Yeah.
So because I know she had a kid, and but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she'll do in the ring. I mean, she's back training again, so I mean, she definitely wasn't a great wrestler, but I mean,
she was serviceable.
Yeah.
They had her doing bad.
I would pick her over Stacy Keibler.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get into the regular shows. So for Raw, I really think after looking at that interview with Paul Heyman, I honestly believe that he's going to turn on Brock Lesnar and is going to be full on advocate for Roman Reigns.
Ooh, I'm picking Kevin Owens. He's going to be advocate for Kev.
He would be a great advocate for Kevin Owens as well. And it could be one of those things where, Kevin Owens wins the
CM Punk.
briefcase and cashes it in. At
You
SummerSlam.
turn him instantly into CM Punk.
Yeah, pretty much.
He turns into him instantly because if Kevin Owens is a guy who cashes in, then it's perfect. I mean, I want to see Braun win, but it'll be a better story if it's Kevin Owens if he takes it and then ends up beating Roman after he's finally done his thing.
Because it's just like I said before, Braun never needed to win the Money in the Bank match because he's fully capable of destroying somebody in a championship match. They just won't freaking book it.
It only makes sense if he wins it if you're going to put it on Kevin Owens through that.
I guess, but
That gives Kevin Owens like an instant feud after he finishes with Roman Reigns if he makes it through that, you know?
Yeah, understandable. But yeah, man, I really feel like it's obvious that Paul Heyman's going to turn on Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, did you even see the edited last part of the interview from Monday?
The one that was like that they cut, but then they showed up. I didn't actually. Tell us a little bit.
Like all it is he's just like after he says the thing about Brock not being beaten, he's just like, but if like, it's just like, oh, he's like, but maybe. Just like, oh, okay.
So that's kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah, where he kind of it makes it more feel like he's definitely going to turn on him. Where he's just like, Roman can't defeat him unless, and then he looks up at the sky and then he walks away with like a little bit more of a smile on his face, more Paul Heyman smile.
Oh, that's too much of a dead giveaway.
Yeah, so it's just like, oh, okay, so you're definitely getting involved.
Yeah, but I mean,
some form of fashion.
SummerSlam would be the stage to do it on. So I mean,
you instantly give that rub to somebody else.
Yeah. So a few things that happened on Raw. Bobby Roode beat Mojo Rawley. I was really shocked.
Yeah, kind of killed that whole thing instantly.
Yeah.
They better not have a match now. They better not. You killed it. It's dead.
And then one half of the Authors of Pain and Razor defeated Titus O'Neil. Not surprised.
50-50 booking.
Yeah. Let's see. Roman Reigns beat Constable Baron Corbin, which,
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Baron Corbin running his mouth and, taking the coward's way out as far as, with Kurt Angle and all that. So, I mean, I guess that was one of their, here's your punishment. You're going to get beat up by Roman Reigns. Here's your punishment.
Yeah. Make you look like a bitch. Make you look like a little bitch.
Yeah. Oh, poor Baron Corbin.
They had him lose, and then they had him look like a bitch when Roman was a heel to him and punched him in his ribs. That got injured.
Yeah. Bobby Lashley and Elias still
horrible.
Yeah, man.
Still horrible. Bobby Lashley's dead in the water. It's just he
should have been like, man, screw this WWE return.
Yeah, no, like they start giving him stuff. It's just like, why would he be into this now? Like they gave him better stories when he was there the last time, and they weren't even that good.
Yeah, and he got so much to showcase his dominance back when he was in Impact Wrestling, but
like he actually showed that he could be a workhorse, and they're just like, well, we got nothing for you. But we want you back, so you're not signed to Impact. But Impact still got good, even without you. Oh no!
And what was ridiculous, he came back and freaking beat Roman Reigns, like
at a pay-per-view,
only to get crapped on in a rematch for number one contender purposes.
It actually mattered.
It's like, really?
But it actually mattered for something because his first win didn't mean anything.
Man,
this guy opportunity is so stupid. The matches don't mean anything on Raw. They literally mean nothing.
Then Jinder Mahal beat Braun via disqualification. Not surprised. I mean, considering what they're kind of building up to.
Yeah, you kind of have to do it. Although that gives General Hall 2 wins against the Monster in the Bank.
Oh yeah, because one of the wins was a count out.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre won a handicap match over Seth Rollins. I really don't like this pairing.
I have no idea what they're doing.
I don't like this pairing. Drew McIntyre is a big enough star that should just be focusing on the main title.
I mean, but if you think about the main title scene right now, though, there's nothing there for him, you know?
There will be once Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Once they gotten Brock out of there, you do not want him in the title picture with Brock Lesnar there.
Yeah, exactly. So
We saw what happened with Samoa Joe. Saw what happened with Braun Strowman. They did nothing to build new stars.
Yeah.
And to make it credible, right? They did it on their own.
Yeah. It's freaking stupid. The B team and the Revival, no contest, 2 heel teams.
Yeah, but see, at this point, after getting attacked by the leaders of worlds, they're not even heels anymore. And even just by their intro, they felt like they weren't heels anymore. It was like, oh, so they're not heels anymore. Okay.
And they're actually over with the crowd, so it's looking like the B team are maybe going to turn face.
Yeah, and they are going to lose to the Revival, which will be fine with me.
Well, at least it'll be good for the Revival, because, they haven't really been relevant since their main roster debut.
Not even.
Even though they're 2-time NXT Tag Champs.
Yep. That means nothing on this.
The Riot Squad got a win over Sasha Banks and Bayley.
I did not know Ruby Riott was back from injury.
Yep. Surprise, surprise. She's the leader.
Now we're going to have to find a third person. We're going to have to find a third person for Bayley and Sasha to team up with now. What do we do now? Like, what do we do now? It's going to go nowhere.
I mean, who could they possibly pick?
There is nobody. That's kind of the thing. I mean, Nia Jax has nothing, but it's just they've written themselves into a corner with no tag team championship. She's got these women tag teams that are just there for no reason. Mm. They're literally fighting for nothing.
Yeah. And then Ronda Rousey makes her Raw debut match.
They waited all night. Beautiful Nightmare got very annoyed because she got to experience what I used to experience, waiting the whole night for a main event, and it's like, oh.
Honestly, it shouldn't have taken this long for her to finally have her first Raw match.
True. You're right.
Of course, she took it to Alicia Fox. Poor Alicia Fox, but yeah, whatever. It's Alicia Fox.
It was either going to be her or Mickie James.
Yeah, and I'm glad it wasn't Mickie James. Bump that.
Yeah. Mickie deserves better.
I would have been mad if it was Mickie James.
Yeah, Mickie definitely deserves better.
But yeah, she was in the main event. She was actually in the main event.
Yes, she was. She got wrecked.
Okay, that's all I have for Raw.
Raw was garbage. Raw was not great.
All right, SmackDown.
SmackDown!
Okay, so we know that the New Day won the right to challenge the Bludgeon Brothers at SummerSlam for the tag team titles after winning against the Bar.
Good match.
Yeah. So, New Day gets their title shot. The Bludgeon Brothers also had a match before that, beating like a team called 3SK or some stupid crap like that. But yeah. So hopefully that'll be a great match at SummerSlam. Shinsuke Nakamura beat R-Truth. So that's 2 matches now that R-Truth has had with Shinsuke?
Yes.
Dang. Let's see. Selena Vega defeated Lana again.
Same outcome. I don't know why they would even do it.
Poor Lana.
He just had basically had a rerun.
Whatever.
This time Rusev was down at the ring.
Whatever happened to Lana is the best, Lana number 1? Whatever happened to that?
Well, that was during the tag team thing, and that's been forgotten.
It's a shame.
Very much so.
Well, it looked like Charlotte and Becky Lynch were on the same page. They beat the Iconics. I mean, well, then again, it's the Iconics.
And they're not Sasha and Bailey.
True. But
They even talk shit about the competition.
But you can tell that Becky Lynch is salty. Because,
well, she should. She actually has a reason to be.
Yeah.
She's one of the few good guys that would have a reason to turn to a heel.
But that's just so funny. There are 2 tag teams between the 4 horsewomen. That's funny.
Yep. Ideas.
Yeah. But let's see. Daniel Bryan got the jump on The Miz.
Yeah, he did.
Stomped a mud hole in him.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
Yeah, I like how they're fueling that feud. So I just can't wait to see Daniel Bryan unleash his wrath upon The Miz.
I'm curious to see how this match goes, because that'll depend on. Okay, so is this gonna be the first of many, or is this it?
Not sure.
It doesn't sign. It doesn't sign yet, so.
Yeah, it's a good point. AJ Styles kind of got back at Samoa Joe.
Reaffirmed what Samoa Joe was saying.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
it was such a weird promo.
Yeah, not really a whole lot to that promo. But
I was like, hey, what are you doing? You're just saying he was correct.
Yeah, pretty much. The promo with Randy Orton and
pretty good.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I like Randy. This Randy's the kind of Randy I want.
And I mean, I don't know. It kind of puts me in the mind of Legend Killer, with Jeff Hardy being sort of that legend only because he's been in the business longer.
Yeah.
And you know how super over the crowd is for Jeff Hardy compared to Randy Orton. So I mean,
yeah, they love Jeff. It's like when you see Randy Orton, it's just like, yeah, Randy Orton's always going to be Randy Orton. He's consistent as all shit.
Yeah,
they're flip sides of the same coin. Jeff Hardy's matches, you could write them out.
Right
after you've seen 5, you know how they're going to go. Randy Orton matches are mostly the same.
Yeah, and I can remember back to when Jeff Hardy first won the WWE title and how crazy the crowd went.
Yeah, they've been waiting for it, and it was actually good that they did it. Oh, Dolph Ziggler was on an episode of Wild 'N Out.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it happens to be on MTV right now.
Oh, nice, very nice.
He's interesting.
But yeah, Randy Orton always does great heel promos. So I saw nothing less. But that's all that I have. Lately, it seems like SmackDown has kind of gotten the edge over Raw.
Oh, it 100% has. SmackDown has gotten back to being good.
Yeah. So we'll see if they can continue the momentum.
Here's hoping.
As it's getting closer to SummerSlam.
One of the main rosters says it's got to get good.
You got anything else for SmackDown?
Nope, it was good.
All right. 205 Live.
The one show I didn't watch this week. Oh, yeah.
So, got to see more Noam Dar in action. Took on Sean Maluta. Was a pretty good match. Noam Dar did his thing, which I'm sure, he's going to eventually get another shot at TJP because I mean they sort of have to have a rubber match. They're 1-1, so hopefully he'll get another shot at TJP. Hideo Itami beat Mustafa Ali. Apparently Mustafa Ali sort of like I guess he got vertigo while he was on the turnbuckle. So I guess they sort of kind of played that to like he wasn't fully cleared to wrestle sort of thing. So I mean there's no telling what's going to go on from that point on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was getting ready to hit the 054, but he lost his balance. You know, like I said, they made it look like he had vertigo or something like that, and just Hideo Itami took advantage, did 3 running hesitation drop kicks, and that's another thing too. Like, okay, so they're not gonna let him use the GTS anymore.
Yeah.
Like, does he not have another finisher? Like,
what was it? No, they took away his running knee strike and the GTS.
I don't know why they took away his running knee strike. I guess
Because
because
Daniel Bryan does
has
it now.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan's got it.
I mean, dang.
We're way more over than him.
So they need to give him another freaking finisher.
You would think he would already have one.
Because, I mean, 3 hesitation drop kicks is nothing.
No, it doesn't particularly look great.
But, yeah, dude, he needs a new finisher.
Yes.
Because, I mean, of course, with the, how dangerous the GTS is, they're not going to let him use that anymore. So,
Nope.
He's broken some faces.
Yeah. Bad breaks, if you will.
Yeah. And then Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy teamed up and defeated the Lucha House Party of Kalisto and Lince Dorado. But it is good to see all 3 members back together. So Grand Metalik is back.
Nice.
So that was really cool. And like I said, this feud's gonna go on for a while. It's definitely gonna go on for a while. And it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I think it would have been more feasible if Drew Gulak, Jack Gallagher, and the Brian Kendrick feuded with them because it would be 3-on-3. But
I don't understand why it's only 2 of them.
But Drew Gulak is in the cruiserweight title picture, so
I just don't know why they don't have a third person.
The only third person I would have thought of is maybe what happened to Arya Daivari?
Disappeared after greatest Royal Rumble.
Either he got let go or maybe he got hurt.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him getting let go.
Okay. Interesting. Well, hopefully it's just an injury and he'll be back.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Yeah. That's all for 205 Live. NXT?
NXT.
Okay. So, got to see some Nikki Cross in action. She took on Amber Nova.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really cool. Ricochet was supposed to have a match, but got laid out by the Undisputed Era.
He's an injured person. He's been injured since like a house show like a while ago. He was injured before. Yeah, that's why he hasn't been wrestling because he's injured.
Who, Ricochet?
Yeah.
Is he supposed to be back in time for his?
They're expecting him to win. I mean, not to win, but to be in the match at least.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, but that's why he hasn't wrestled in like a while.
I see. I see.
A lot of one match.
And I already mentioned this from when we did the Mae Young Classic coverage, but Tainara Conti defeated Vanessa Bourne to qualify. They showed that. Had the finish was terrible.
Yeah, it was real awkward and weird.
Yeah. Cassius Ohno had a pretty entertaining match with Adrian Jaud, who was doing some capoeira and like a couple of other stuff. Like, it was very entertaining. It was entertaining.
It was good.
And then Keith Lee made his NXT debut, defeating
that was good.
Marcel Barthel. And it was really cool because he wasn't like super dominant. It showed that he took some punishment, but bounced back. So I like the way that they booked this match. I really do.
That was really good.
Showed some of his agility and but yeah, that was a interesting finisher he had, a fireman's carry jackhammer.
Yeah, that was good. I was like, ooh.
Never seen anything like that before.
Bask in my glory.
A fireman's carry jackhammer. They got to come up with some sort of unique name for that, because I have never seen that before in my life.
Yeah.
I got to, one more time. A fireman's carry jackhammer.
It is a new one.
Keith Lee for you, ladies and gentlemen. But he looked great. He looked really great. And it'll be interesting to see how he does in NXT. What kind of storyline, he'll be pitted up against.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how long it takes for him to be teamed against Lars Sullivan.
I just really hope that he does not turn into another Apollo Crews.
Oh, yeah, that would be a bummer.
Because that would suck. Because they had built up Apollo Crews very, very well in NXT. And, he had a title shot against Finn Balor. Like, they built him up solidly. And, he was doing great. But
main roster kills you.
Yeah.
And he is a Blickman.
Yep.
They're gonna bury you as soon as they can.
So, a couple of strange things happen. I mean, we were supposed to have Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano, and that was getting going, and then Tommaso Ciampa, interrupted that, and it was going to be a triple threat. And then a backstage attack, just out of nowhere, out in the parking lot, Aleister Black, which they didn't show him being attacked, but he's laid out and apparently not medically cleared. So,
no, they had to write him off for that surgery. He had to get groin surgery.
Ooh.
After getting crotched on the ropes by Tommaso Ciampa at a house show.
Ooh.
They didn't say what it was, but it's like, yeah, you probably got testicular contusion or whatever the hell it is. Not contusion, but whatever it is. It was an episode of Scrubs, I remember.
There's a specific name for it somewhere.
Yeah, it works. Just basically your testicles twist around.
Ooh. So he he has to get surgery on
Yeah, I mean, shit. If he gets to keep both of them, sometimes one of your testicles dies.
Ooh, man, that may take some time to recover from.
Yeah, I don't know how long he's going to be out.
I would think for a while.
A little bit,
but I mean, he's not champion anymore, so he can take his sweet time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether he comes back to NXT or debuts on the main roster is still to be said.
Depends on how long his injury is. If his injury is for a while, he could luck out and do that, but I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, only time will tell. But Mr. Regal had announced that the title match will be Tommaso Ciampa defending against Johnny Gargano in a last man standing match.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only thing with this is...
Third one in a row?
What's that?
Third one in a row?
Yeah, and I think the title match is way too early. I mean, this is literally like Tommaso Ciampa's first title defense.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So
Kind of.
do you give Johnny the title, or
You had a buffer in having Black in there because you could just be like, oh, okay, cool. We'll just have that be a part of the factor of the ending of it, so that we can have another one-on-one match.
because the fans aren't gonna want to keep having Tommaso versus Johnny Gargano over and over and over and over. So he's
No,
got
they might just go ahead and pull the trigger. You know,
yeah.
just with Black gone, it does kind of it kind of speeds it up a little bit if they're just going to do it that same way. Just be
And
like, okay, well, we're stuck with this now.
And I think you're right. I think that's what caused for it to do that because, Black is out. So,
Cause it would have been a triple threat match, and you would have been able to separate the two and have a reason for Gargano losing or Ciampa losing, and then have another shot. If you were to give it to Gargano at that one, that would be the perfect time to take the strap off of Ciampa and give it to Gargano, and have Gargano get his rematch. Just kind of, but that's in a perfect world if like Black doesn't get injured.
yeah, that's a very, very strong point. Very strong point. But there's still some more build up to the takeover.
Next Sunday, next Saturday.
Yep. So
They were like next week. I was like, oh shit.
yeah, dude, this stuff is coming quicker than you know it.
August is almost gone already. Halfway through.
Yep. All right, that's it for NXT, and we're gonna finish off with some G1 Climax standings. So, starting off, like I said, Block A has been completed. The final standings, starting from the bottom. So, each of these wrestlers in Block A have 6 points. Bad Luck Fale, Hangman Page, Togi Makabe, Michael Elgin, and Yoshihashi. All 5 of them have 6 points. 2 wrestlers have 10 points, and they are Evil and Minoru Suzuki. They both have 10 points. Jay White has 12 points. Kazuchika Okada, Rainmaker, has 13 points. And the winner of Block A with 15 points, the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. So we know for sure he is confirmed for the finals of the G1 Climax tournament. Apparently, a key thing that happened was that Okada versus Tanahashi came to a time limit draw.
Weird.
So that means that they both got 1 point. But it's interesting because a lot of people are thinking maybe Jay White would win Block A because he was in the lead for a while. But I figured Okada and Tanahashi with how things were going. Because looking at Tanahashi, he has won every one of his matches except for he lost to Jay White and he had a draw to Okada. So Tanahashi was very, very solid in this tournament. Very solid. He might possibly be the favorite to win the whole thing, but it'll be interesting to see who comes out of Block B. But what do you think with those standings of Block A?
I'm very confused as to why Jay White wasn't given the rub.
Yeah. I mean, and it still kind of leaves us wondering, okay, what's the state of chaos going to be?
Yeah, because now you don't have a good reason for Jay White usurping control.
Because, I mean, on paper, Okada's still the leader, but, I mean, he doesn't really look like a leader.
Nope.
But But I mean, that hasn't stopped him from, still soaring high and getting some wins and, showing that he still got it even after losing the title. He's just more of a troll now.
Yeah, which is weird.
But so yeah, Block A is complete. Apparently today is supposed to be finishing up Block B, so I haven't watched that yet. I'll have to watch that later. But here are the standings for Block B. Starting from the bottom, we have 2 wrestlers sitting at 4 points, which is Toru Yano and Juice Robinson.
Damn.
We got 2 wrestlers both sitting. Bless you. We have 2 wrestlers sitting at 6 points, which are Tamatanga and Hiroki Goto.
Goto.
We have 2 wrestlers sitting at 8 points, which is Tomohiro Ishii and Sanada. We have 2 wrestlers sitting at 10 points, which are Zack Sabre Jr. and Kota Ibushi.
Kota.
And tied for the top spot with 12 points are Tetsuya Naito and Kenny Omega.
Nice. That makes sense.
Now, technically, if they both were to win their remaining matches, I would guess that Omega would still win because he has the tiebreaker because he beat Naito. So,
yeah, he would have to.
Yeah. So, looking at the matches that we have left, let's see. So we still have. Hold on, I'm pulling it up now. So we have Toru Yano versus Tamatanga, which neither one of those two are going to win anyway. Tomohiro Ishii versus Sanada. Hiroki Goto versus Juice Robinson. So the 2 key matches are Tetsuya Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Kenny Omega versus Kota Ibushi in the main event.
Yeah.
So, actually, the finishing up Block B is actually tomorrow. So the 11th, not the 10th. Dude, this is tough. Because Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr., I mean...
He beat Okada recently, and your boy ain't never beaten that dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. He beat Goto, he beat Ishii, he beat Juice, beat Tamatanga and Toru Yano. But the thing with Naito is Naito has lost to Omega and to Kota Ibushi.
Yeah.
So, I mean... Dude, it's going to be tough. I don't see Zack Sabre Jr. beating Naito. Because he's already lost to Sanada, so he's lost to one member of LIJ. So, for him to beat Naito but lose to Sanada, I mean, I'm not trying to be biased, but...
A little bit.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. And then Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega. The thing is, the only match... Well, the thing... I think record-wise... Ooh. So if Ibushi wins, that means Omega will have lost... Omega and Ibushi would have both lost 3 times. They would be tied. Weird. And if Naito wins, it would be a 3-way tie. Wait, no. Wait, hold up.
Uh-huh.
No, so if Naito wins, then that means he would win the whole thing. Because even if Kota Ibushi beats Kenny Omega, Naito getting the victory would give him 2 points and he would win.
Ah.
So the interesting thing is if Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. both win, it will be a 4-way tie. 12 points. It would be a 4-way tie.
And then when they probably have like a fatal 4-way, I mean, that could be good.
And then they would have to, maybe, like you said, have a fatal 4-way or something to determine a winner of B block.
Most def.
Because, dude, this final day for B blocks is going to be really key.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, Toru Yano versus Tamatanga, I mean, that doesn't really matter. Juice Robinson versus Hiroki Goto doesn't really matter.
True.
But those last 2 matches are going to be very key.
We'll see how they play out.
And as you remember, last year it was Naito and Omega in the finals, which Naito beat Omega.
Yes, he did.
So, this is going to be interesting. This is really going to be interesting. But who do you think will win Block B?
I'm, going with my heart. I want Naito.
So you're thinking Tanahashi versus Naito in the finals?
That could be good.
You know what? This scenario just seems way too specific and coincidental.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if just out of nowhere Ibushi somehow wins Block B.
That'd be very interesting.
Because I don't think people would originally pick this to happen, even though it's very possible considering the standings. But it would be really, really cool to see Ibushi upstage Kenny Omega.
And then go on to face him?
Yeah, and then go on to face, potentially get out of the B block and be in the finals to face Tanahashi.
That'd be good. And then, he could face Omega again.
Because I honestly, even though Zack Sabre Jr. has a chance, I do not see him winning Block B.
Yeah.
I honestly don't.
Yeah, I don't even, to be honest with you.
And like I said, for Omega to win Block B just seems pointless because he's the champ.
Yeah, it's definitely pointless.
So, I honestly think it would either have to be Naito or Kota Ibushi.
Be the best choices.
But I'm gonna gamble and say Kota Ibushi because I feel like that's the least expected, and I think this is a great chance for it to actually happen to surprise people.
Yeah, there's a very good chance.
So I'm gonna say Tanahashi versus Kota Ibushi for the finals.
All right, I'm going Naito.
You're going Naito. Okay. Well, the final day for Block B is the 11th, August 11th. So I'll probably either check that out on Saturday or Sunday. Probably Sunday. But alrighty. Any final thoughts on G1 Climax or anything New Japan Pro Wrestling related? Oh, I do have one thing.
What?
It was good to see after the match between Naito and Sonata. It was cool to see them unite, and Evil came out to the ring with Hiromu Takahashi's jacket, and Bushi came out as well, and they still, did the fist bump. So I thought that was really cool.
It was, man. Showing solidarity.
Yeah. And Naito got on the mic, and it was cool to say that Takahashi will, they look forward to him returning, when he's ready to come back. So that's good. I mean, Lij is a member short, but Takahashi will still be over with the crowd even in his recovery.
Yeah, easily. Then you get more Bushi then.
Yeah. But they're gonna have to figure out what to do with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if there's like a tournament.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have. And yeah, do you have anything else? We're pretty much done.
I do not have anything else.
All right. Dude, great broadcast. Great broadcast. Yeah. Had a few hiccups, but we hung in there and got through everything.
Yeah, we did.
But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. And like I said, keep an eye out for us when we do our top 10 favorite tag teams. We will be doing that via Facebook Live. So we're still working on getting that set up, but we will let you know as soon as we got an official date.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. But anyway, for Blitzball Champ and Hollywood Cinema, we say peace out from the
Ray Jones
from the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Later, everyone.
Later days.